A third weakness that I noticed was maintaining the level of velocity. They need to be able to maintain the level of velocity because there's only 5 people in the court, so they need to be able to sprint up and down the court multiple times in order to help out their team defensive and when attacking. I will use a 50-metre sprint test before and after the 6 weeks to see the improvement. By the end of 6 weeks, I would hope that they have improved by 0.5 of a second, as this would impact their game because they will be a little bit faster, meaning that they might get to the ball first, gaining possession for their team. The reason why I've chosen a 50-metre sprint is because that is the size of the basketball court. They need to be able to sprint that distance effectively in a real game to obviously help their teammates out. The participant will be training at the intensity of 80 to 90% of their maximum heart rate, so anaerobically. There will be 3 exercises I would like the participant to do to improve their speed. The first of the 3 weeks out of the 6, I'd like them to do sledge sprints across 5 metres, so 2 times a week, 4 sets of 2 reps, and there and back counts as 1, with a 40-second rest between each set. Then I'd like them to do single leg hurdle jumps across 5 hurdles 3 times a week of 3 sets of 3 reps, and there is 1 and back is 1, and then a 30-second rest between each set. The second 3 weeks out of the 6, I'm going to add another exercise in, which is just sprint starts, so off the blocks, just across 20 metres, 4 times a week, and 10 sprints, and then a minute rest between each sprint. As well as the sprints, I'd like them to still carry on with the single leg hurdle jumps, but instead of doing 3 sets of 3 reps, do 4 sets of 3 reps. There are considerations that I have to take into account when giving feedback to a performer. You have to give constructive criticism. Give the athlete reasonable targets for them to achieve, so that they don't become overwhelmed or stressed if they can't reach the targets they were set. You have to remember that each individual you are giving feedback to is different, so your feedback needs to be in accordance to what ability your athlete is at the time, according to the data you have recorded. There are different ways that you can convey feedback that might be best suited to different participants. For instance, some participants might respond more positively to verbal feedback, whereas for the visual learner, a demonstration on how to improve a certain aspect of their technique or skill might be better. Also, you have to take into consideration that the tests done in the lab are not in context of a basketball game, so therefore don't show results in context of the sport.